All right, so I'm just gonna do a quick little update on my macros, my Weakauras, and stuff that I've changed with my one button for the Fury rotation. I've noticed that people have been asking me for my cooldown macros that I use, so everything will be found in the description. So first off, I've changed my macro, my one button macro. I have removed Bloodthirst from it, so now it just switches from Raging Blow to Whirlwind. And I have Bloodthirst on a complete separate bind. Now, the reason why I did this was because in Raid, I noticed that I was clipping my Bloodthirst pretty bad, meaning it was coming off cooldown, but I wasn't able to use it because I was on a global cooldown, or I was hitting another ability while Bloodthirst was off cooldown. So this could lead to a lot of lost DPS over the course of a 2 to 3 minute fight. So I made a Weakaura, and I also removed it from the one button. So the way the Weakaura works is it's going to remind you at 1.5 seconds before Bloodthirst comes off cooldown. This will allow you to stop casting or stop pressing whatever button you're about to press, and then hit your Bloodthirst when it comes off cooldown. So I'm just going to demonstrate that really quick on how it works. So right now I have all my cooldowns up. I start the fight. I have a Blood Surge. I use that. I go to hit my, spam my one button. Blood Surge comes off cooldown. I hit it. Go back to spam my one button. Slam. Blood Surge. Blood Surge off cooldown. Slam. So on and so forth. So you kind of get the idea. On top of that, I have also added in, I have also added in Hamstring. Now, Hamstring does multiple things in the DPS rotation. It helps keep your flurry uptime by critting. It also applies deep wounds because it can crit. It can fish Wind Furies, and it also reduces the cooldown on Raging Blows because it counts as a spell. So I made a Weakaura for that. And yeah, this is it basically tells you the perfect opportunity to use it without clipping into any cooldowns from any of the other abilities. And it won't tell you to use it if you have Blood Surge procced. So that's it. So that's it for Fury that I've changed. Now I noticed in the comments that people were having trouble with my one button for Prot. I've changed a few things in Prot. I no longer use a single target one button rotation, just because Prot single target is just Devastate and Shield Slam with Heroic Strike. So you don't really need a one button for that. I have a Weakaura to show Shield Slam when it's off cooldown. But I have changed the AoE one button for Prot. I'm just going to demonstrate that really quick. So the way that works is, I'm just going to go through setting it up too, just to make it crystal clear. Okay, so you have to make 4 macros for the Prot AoE tanking. You have to make a tank cleave 1, and then you have to put that on your action bar 1. I have it on keybind 2, and then after that, you have to go to your action bar 2. You got to make sure this number right here between your character panel and your action bar says 2, and you have to put tank cleave 2 in the same spot that your tank cleave 1 on action bar 1 was. So mine will be keybind 2. So it has the same bind, but it's tank cleave 2 goes on action bar 2, and then you switch it to action bar 3, and then you put tank cleave 3 on action bar 3 on my 2 keybind, and then you switch to 4, and you create tank cleave 4, and you put that on in the same spot that your other tank cleaves were on. But you have to make sure that that tank cleave 4 is on action bar 4 in the same spot. Now the reason why you want to do that is because as you're fighting, or as you're cycling through the action bar, it will cast those spells. Now it will cast Thunderclap and Cleave, and then it will switch, and it will cast Revenge, and then it will switch, it will cast Shield Slam, and then it will switch, and it will cast Whirlwind. Now, the reason why it casts Whirlwind is because this one button facilitates AoE DPS and Gladiator Stance. So AoE DPS and Gladiator Stance is basically the exact same thing as Prot DPS, or sorry, Prot AoE tanking, except it just adds a Whirlwind in there. So if you're in Gladiator Stance, it will just add Whirlwind. So you could see here, it did Whirlwind. Now, if I'm in D stance, it will do the exact same thing, but because it goes to action bar 4, but it can't cast Whirlwind, it will just immediately switch back to action bar 1, and it will just do the AoE tank rotation, which is Cleave, Shield Slam, Thunderclap, and Revenge. So that's it. That's all. I hope this video helped out. I hope it clarified any issues you had setting up the action bar swapping macro. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. If you catch me online, just send me a message. I most likely will answer unless I'm AFK. That's it. That's all. Bye-bye.